Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing, now in its 10th anniversary edition, available on Amazon.com. Today is Thanksgiving Day in the United States. So, well, at least this is the day that this video is premiering. So I wanted to talk about the power of giving thanks. For a long time in my life, I was really pretty miserable trying to figure out how to fit into this dystopian society in which we live, trying to figure out why it was that we are the only species on the planet that have to go out and make money in order to earn a living when we're clearly here living on a planet that gives us everything that we need for free. I was not a happy camper for a long time. I couldn't make heads nor tails of things. And all of the things that I knew deep down inside to be true did not appear to be true in the external world, in the hologram around me. So I was very confused. I was lost. I felt worthless. I was suicidal for a long time. And then I found myself facing cancer. And that was like the icing on the cake, like, great. Like, now what? And during that period of time, I didn't feel like I had anything to really be grateful for because I was so miserable. I couldn't see beyond my misery. But when I decided to learn how to heal my own body, I decided to start flipping the script, right? What's the script? The script is the play that's being acted out. The script is also something that a doctor writes for us. But I decided that the script that has been pre-paved, pre-written of, uh-oh, there's something wrong with me. I better go to the doctor to find out what to do. And then the answers are pretty much scripted, right? Pills, shots, radical surgeries, right? Like, I didn't like the script, so I decided to flip it. I decided to, instead of looking out there for the answers, instead of going into the system, into the script that's already been written out, I decided to find my own path. So I decided to look within. And you know what happened when I started to look within? I started to receive answers. I started to ask questions. Why is this happening to me? What's wrong with me? And then suddenly I realized those were not questions that were going to be helpful to me in any way, shape, or form. I really didn't want to know what's wrong with me. I wanted to know what's right with me. I wanted to know how to heal my own body. I wanted to know that my body was divinely intelligent and absolutely knew what to do. So I started asking better quality questions. What do I need to know about this in order for it to change? And when I started asking better quality questions, I started getting better quality answers. And the more I sat and quietly tuned in and opened up that channel of awareness for source divine intelligence to start dropping in, for my soul's wisdom to start flooding through, I started getting answers that I never expected. It's like, bah, light bulb moment. Oh my gosh, I never saw it that way before. Well, the reason we've never seen it that way before is because we have been programmed to look in a different direction. We've been programmed to look out there for answers rather than looking inside. So, what I discovered was that the keys to the kingdom are right inside here. That everything we need is right inside here. And pretty soon I started to realize I have all kinds of things to be grateful for. I started to realize that instead of resenting my body and hating my body, I could actually start loving it. I could start trusting it. I could start to be grateful for the body that I have because it gives me the opportunity to have a physical experience here on planet Earth. Without the physical body, you can't have a physical experience. This physical experience is rich when we allow it to be. When we stop looking at what's wrong and we start going within and we start sourcing from a different source. When we start sourcing our information from inside rather than from the news or the government or the experts in the field, whoever they may be, who are also programmed because we have been living in this age of programming by the darkness for a long, long time. Now we're moving out of the age of darkness, where darkness has ruled the planet, where war and struggle and disease and disaster are the orders of the day. We're now done with those orders. No more orders for destruction and devastation. Now we are moving into the reign of the light, where the light is now in charge. This is the shift of the ages from the dark ages back into the light. The shift has already occurred. And when we start to notice the shift that has already occurred, we start to see there's so much to be grateful for. And when we start to be grateful for things in advance, even if it doesn't appear to be here yet, when we start to be grateful for the things that are actually possible, those things that are possible start to show up quicker, more effortlessly, more joyfully than any way we could possibly have ever imagined. When we start being grateful for our bodies rather than hating them, when we start being grateful for our health rather than focused on what's wrong with us, when we start being grateful for everything that this beautiful planet provides, we start seeing these things. We start seeing a body that we can be grateful for. We start seeing the health that we can be grateful for. We start seeing the peace and the abundance that we can be grateful for. When we start being grateful, things start to change. Now, I didn't understand this for a really long time. I thought, I don't have anything to be grateful for. I'm facing cancer. I don't have any money. And then nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. I think I'll go eat worms. I truly didn't see the power of gratitude. I really didn't see the things that I could actually be grateful for until I started to look in a different direction. When I was looking at everything that's wrong with me, with the world, with my body, with my finances, it was easy to see those things. You know why? Because those things are broadcast loud and clear TV, radio, news, media, social media, all of the chaos and the confusion, all of the stuff that we don't like. It's shown to us all the time. Death and destruction and devastation, blowing up things in the movies, run in the news, like all kinds of stuff that's easy for us to get focused on. Fear is magnetic and it draws our attention right in and locks it in place if we allow it. But when we move our attention in the opposite direction from fear, and we start noticing the love, the beauty, the infinite possibilities that surround us, we can start focusing on what we desire rather than all the crap that we don't want. We are creator beings. We create what we focus on. The news has been showing us what to focus on. Death, destruction, devastation. And the more people that focus on that, the more it gets generated. This is how consciousness works. But there's a core group of 144,000 light workers that have come to this planet to look in a different direction, to stop following what we're told to watch. And we start watching inside. We start watching how source works. We start watching how energy works. We start looking for the light inside so that we can see it. And then when we see the light inside, we see the universe of infinite possibilities. We see that we have different choices than the ones we're served on a daily basis. There's a whole other menu out there to choose from. Source itself, life itself, the infinite possibilities of existence. How we each exists is up to us. We get to choose. Suffering is completely optional. And when we start to realize that we are creators, and that we each get to generate a reality that pleases us, that thrills us, a life we love to live, in a body that we enjoy being in, then the gratitude just starts. It's easy to see things to be grateful for. Peace on earth is here right now. Doesn't get a lot of press coverage because it's not very interesting. Peace doesn't really generate any money. It doesn't generate any fear. So a whole humanity that is at peace, well, how are you going to control people who are not in fear? Well, you really can't. But when you keep people in fear, it's easy to control them. We're here to step out of the old control structures. We're here to create heaven on earth. We are here to be the light. We're here to put an end to the needless, senseless suffering that has been happening for thousands upon thousands of years. We're here to restore planet Earth. And in order for us to restore planet Earth to its beautiful 12th dimensional, pristine environment, we have to restore ourselves first. We have to restore our own health. We have to restore our own sense of well-being. We have to restore our faith and trust in ourselves. And when we do that, we become one with Source itself. And we start to enter these states of bliss and gratitude and peace and calm, certainty in our ability to generate lives that we love. When we start giving thanks for our health, if there is something that's not in alignment with that, as long as we focus on the health, our body starts to move back in that direction. When we start giving thanks for something that we don't yet have, but that we know is possible, that thanks starts drawing like a magnet the thing that we're grateful for. If we're grateful for something, but we don't yet have it, the universe goes, hey, there's a void there. Let me fill that vacuum. Let me show you what you're grateful for. Right now, we are at the shift of the ages. We are moving back into the light. The light is now in charge on this planet. Maybe it has been broadcast on the news already. I don't know. On mainstream. It's being broadcast, but are you watching? Are you tuning in to those channels that broadcast good news, that broadcast divine intelligence? They exist, but are you at the frequency where you can see it? Are you ready to broadcast your own good news? Are you ready to give thanks for all that you have and all that is yet to be gifted to you? Gratitude acts like a magnet. Sincere gratitude draws to you the things that you are sincerely grateful for. And when you move your attention away from what's wrong in the world, what's wrong with me, look at that out there, oh no, isn't that terrible, I'm afraid. When you move your attention out farther into the universe of infinite possibilities, you come back into oneness with Source. You start to see everything that you can be grateful for. And you start to live a completely different life. Well-being gets restored automatically. Without effort, without fighting, doesn't even require bills. You start healing yourself with your own light. with the light of your own awareness, the awareness that you share with Source itself. You have the power. We each have the power. Our bodies are capable of so much more than what we've been told. Our bodies are capable of living forever. Not in their current form. We have to raise the frequency. We have to raise the vibration of our bodies in order for it to do that. But that's what's actually possible. No, that's not true. Look, everybody dies. Life is short. That's the programming. It happens as we believe. What we believe becomes our reality. It's time for us to believe better. It's time for us to see beyond the program. It's time for us to give thanks for the old programming so that we were able to explore the who we are not. We were able to explore the darkness. And now it's time to explore the light. It's time to put the tools of darkness away and move ourselves back into the light. This is something to be truly grateful for, that we don't have to repeat those cycles of darkness. Are you ready to set yourself free? Are you ready to give thanks for your new life in the light? Not only the brightness and the brightness of your own awareness, but the joy, the peace, the ease, the love. That's the light. That's what's actually true for all of us. When we start giving thanks for the light, when we start sourcing from Source itself, rather than trying to source from the programming, we step into a whole new world, and there's so much to be grateful for. I hope you all have a beautiful Thanksgiving Day, whether you celebrate it here in the United States or whether you're somewhere else in the world. Each day can be Thanksgiving. Each day can be a day that we express gratitude for ourselves and ourselves, for these beautiful bodies that allow us to have these amazing experiences on planet Earth. Are you ready to create the new Earth in the light? This is where we're heading. 2024 is going to be an incredible year. Tons of change in the positive direction. Are you ready? I am. I'm excited. I am so grateful that the age of darkness is over and we are stepping back into the light. You ready to be the light you are? You can find out more at connectingyoutoyou.com. I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a beautiful day of Thanksgiving wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, please feel free to share. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.